Do you support religious exemptions for families not wanting to vaccinate their children? Should all students be vaccinated to attend public schools in Iowa?
So there actually is an exemption currently, but we have to realize that public health is something that the community has to support because, especially with communicable diseases, especially in the public school setting, if you're not vaccinated, you could potentially catch that disease because of your close proximity to the other kids. So in my view, we should vaccinate at the highest percentage possible. If there are religious exemptions, they should be very carefully balanced with public health needs. And I think if you look at Iowa's current law, that's where we're at. And I would be very cautious in the future of wholesale exemptions for vaccinations because we do know that by and large they protect public health and our community in the long run much better. That policy has served us well over the years. So I think one of the problems today is there's a disconnect between the individual choice and the community health, public health piece. So again, if we're all in this together, I think it's helpful to have education and awareness about the benefit of vaccines. And if the fears of vaccines are based on individual circumstances where the vaccine has harmed somebody, we should put our collective will into research and make sure that that does not happen. And I think you got to have a kind of a dual track with it, both encourage wide vaccination, but if it is shown to have caused harm, we ought to be able to fess up to that and improve our vaccines so that people feel comfortable getting them.
Thank you. Mr. Kroger.
I would like to piggyback on you, Mr. Danielson, and we need to put the money into research. I've never heard it framed in a religious context, that being the exemption before. It's the first time I've heard that. But I have a lot of friends, particularly in California, who are anti-vax. And the evidence that they're showing me in a lot of articles is a propensity perhaps for autism as a result of vaccinations. And they're very concerned. I lean toward vaccinations because I'm vaccinated, and I've always thought that, as Senator Danielson pointed out, that it is in the interest of the public health. How do we send our kids to public school if one of the 100 is not vaccinated and makes others vulnerable? That's where I lean. But I'm going to admit to being short of what I need to know to give whoever it is asking this question an appropriate answer. It comes down to research. I don't know enough yet. I lean toward vaccination, but I'm listening to those who are seriously anti-vax, and they're not just talking smoke and mirrors. They're not crazy. They're not conspiracy theorists. They really have legitimate arguments and concerns. We need to weigh those things. Again, coming back to research. Where the research gives us the best answers, I will lean toward the public health. I need to be shown that the vaccination is not what we believe that it is before I could actually make a vote in the other direction.